What's up, guys? Welcome to Danemcom TV, where we publish news on politics, entertainment, celebrities, and metro stories. We have another trending news for you today, and the headline here is BIAFRA update. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has fixed March 31st, 2020 for the continuation of the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader. Alright guys, please, before I go ahead to read today's news to you, if this is your first time you are watching on our channel, please, there is a red subscribe button below this video. Just go ahead, hit that red subscribe button and then click on the bell icon beside it, so as to be the first to be notified whenever we publish news in the future on this channel without you missing any news again. Now the news in details. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has fixed March 31st, 2020 for the continuation of the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nigeria News report that the court fixed the date after the federal government, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, asked the Federal High Court to reject a request to restore Kanu's revoked bail. The federal government, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, has asked the Federal High Court in Abuja to reject a request by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to restore his revoked bail. Nigeria News understand that the Buhari government fixed a counter affidavit before the court to oppose an application filed in April last year by Kanu seeking the restoration of his bail. The prosecuting counsel, Magaji Lambarin, filed the federal government objection to the application on January 17, 2020. Social media network Facebook has shut down the page of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, in what appears to be a countdown on Biafra agitation championed by the IPOB leader. Nigeria News report that Kanu's group, the IPOB, made this claim in a statement issued on Thursday, January 23rd, by its media and publicity secretary, Comrade Emma Powerful. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has again alleged that President Muhammadu Buhari is dead and that the person in Aso Rock, Nigerian presidential villa, is an imposter whose name is Jubril El-Sudani from Sudan. Nigeria News report that since Kanu resurfaced in Israel in October 2018, he has been alleging that President Buhari is an imposter, a claim which the president dashed after the IPOB leader presented what he described as scientific proof. Legendary Nigerian songwriter and singer Onyeka Onwenu has asked the federal government of Nigeria, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, to let Igbos go. If Nigeria does not want them, they should let them go. Nigeria News report that the Nigerian legendary singer made this statement at a conference tagged Never Again Conference, Nigeria Civil War 50 years after, in a commemoration with the Biafran War 50 years anniversary. Yakubu Gowon, Nigeria's wartime head of state, has finally opened up on Biafra. Has finally opened up on the late warlord Chukwemeka Ojukwu and Aburi conference 50 years after the war. Nigeria News report that the general opened up on some inside details of what transpired before, during, and after the nation's 3-year civil war in a small vision of General Gowon's war memos. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has berated Reverend Father Ajike Mbaka for predicting the sacking of Emeka Ihedioha and the emergency of Hope Uzodinma as the governor of Imo State, Southeast Nigeria. Nigeria News gathered that earlier that the Supreme Court sacked Emeka Ihedioha as governor of Imo State and affirmed Uzodinma as the winner of the March 9 governorship election. Obi Udeze Onubo, a former security officer to a warlord, Chukwemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu, said the day the defense Biafran head of state shed tears was over Nigerian soldiers that were captured by Biafran fighters. Nigerian report that Onibo, who was a young police officer when hostilities broke out during and leading to the declaration of the Republic of Biafra by Ojukwu, the then governor of Eastern Region, made this revelation during an interview with the Sun newspaper. Bearing any last-minute change, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will return to Nigeria for the burial ceremony of his parents. Nigeria News understands that the report earlier made and said that Nnamdi Kanu's parents, late His Royal Highness Eze Isaac Okwu Kanu, and his wife, late Gweze Sally Okwu Kanu, will be buried on Valentine's Day, Friday, February 14, 2020. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has condemned the emergency of Hope Uzodinma as the executive governor of Imo State, saying, "The former senator is allowed as a governor. We are finished as a people." Nigeria News report that Kanu made this statement during a live broadcast on Radio Biafra on Wednesday, 15 January, to mark the Biafran War 50 years anniversary. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, says the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is still fighting a war against the Igbo people, as if the Nigerian Civil War has not ended. Nigeria News report that Kanu made this statement during the live broadcast on Radio Biafra on Wednesday, January 15th, to mark the Biafran War 50 years anniversary. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has vowed to support the newly established Southwest Security Outfit, Omotekun. Nigeria News report that governors from Oyo, Ogun, Osun, Ondo, Ekiti, and Lagos State had in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, established the security outfit, Omotekun. Nnamdi Kanu's parents, late His Royal Highness Eze Isaac Okwu Kanu, and his wife, late Ugeze Sally Okwu Kanu, will be buried on the Valentine's Day, 14 February 2020, being Friday. Nigeria report that this was disclosed by Prince Emmanuel Okwu Kanu, the younger brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the son of the late monarch, on Monday, while addressing members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, from Isialangwa local government area of Abia State, who pay the family a condolence visit. Alright guys, this is a situation that is happening in Nigeria News and in Biafra land. As we all know what is going on, the Biafra land and the siege of our people by the government of the zoo, Biafra. We have a little comment here, but we may not have a lot of time. Please, before you go, do not forget to drop your comment. Meanwhile, to the end of the news, we urge you to drop your comment concerning your opinion over this article. It is very important for you to share your own view. Again, do not forget to hit on the red subscribe button below this video. Then click on the bell icon beside it, so as to be the first to be notified whenever we publish news in the future on this channel, Dynamicom TV, without you missing any news again. Thank you.